Jerry Allerton, age 21. Single, picture of the average American young man, full of confidence and high hopes, trying to find a place for himself in life? Perhaps. But with an interesting slant. This young man at 21 already knows more about one of the most incredible and rapidly expanding new sciences of the space age, underwater sound, than most of us will learn in a lifetime. Jerry Allerton, Petty Officer, 2nd Class, U.S. Navy, sonar technician, submariner. Ted Thatcher, age 31. Married, father of 2, a shortstop, and a ballet dancer. Life for Ted and Mary Thatcher is not too different from life for thousands of other young married couples. They coach the Little League, worry about finances, do the housework, and support the PTA. In his job as diving officer aboard one of America's newest fast-attack submarines, he takes a step or two beyond the responsibilities of the average man. Ted Thatcher, Lieutenant, U.S. Navy, Submariner.
Please, yeah.
Steve Ferris, age 35, married with 3 children. Again, with interests and concerns like those of husbands and fathers everywhere. But unlike most men of 35, Steve Ferris, graduate of the United States Naval Academy, the U.S. Naval Submarine and Nuclear Power Schools, has a singular responsibility: the complete command of a $30 million fighting machine, a U.S. Navy submarine. Steve Ferris, Lieutenant Commander, U.S. Navy, Submariner. Ed Corbin, age? Well, only his wife and the Bureau of Personnel know for sure. But he admits to 27 years in the Navy. And 6 kids, 1 already graduated from college. Ed could have chosen a less hazardous life, as a plant foreman or construction supervisor maybe, or almost any white-collar job you want to name. But Ed Corbin has been in submarines since World War II. On purpose. Because he likes it. And because he thinks it's worthwhile. Going to sea is nothing new for Ed, or for his family. The routine is so familiar that the kids usually don't even make it down to the pier anymore. Ed Corbin, Master Chief Petty Officer, U.S. Navy, Submariner. This is about these men. The Ed Corbins, the Ted Thatchers, and the Jerry Allertons. Of many ranks and ratings at bases throughout the world. And it is about the Steve Ferrises and those who shoulder the burden of command. It is about the modern United States Navy submarine, an awesome weapon system, a superior fighting machine created out of the expanding knowledge of today's modern technology. But more important, it's about the men upon whom the machine depends, the men who run it, guide it, and make it do its job. For these men represent thousands more around the globe, from Pearl Harbor to Holy Lock, from New London to Sasebo, men who stand literally at the forefront of the free world's defensive strength, the officers and men of the United States Navy Submarine Force. Today, with many eyes turned outward, toward the outer space away from Earth, some men have turned their attention toward an inner space beneath the surface of the seas. It is in that world of inner space where these men, the submariners, go to play a deadly serious 20th century game of cat and mouse. In the years since World War II, the rapid development of underwater technologies has thrust the submarine into the forefront of the naval balance of power. Submarines today are faster, better equipped, and have longer endurance than ever before. The ability of a would-be aggressor to cruise to within a few miles of America's shores makes the unfriendly submarine one of the greatest potential threats to our security. The result has been the establishment of ASW, anti-submarine warfare, as a primary Navy mission, and the development of the U.S. submarine as the primary anti-submarine weapon. You are aboard one of the newest attack submarines in the U.S. Navy. Its assignment, to disappear beneath the surface of the sea, to proceed silently and undetected to its assigned location, and to patrol on station, where it will detect and, if necessary, destroy any unfriendly intruder. This is the new look of ASW. Submarine versus submarine. The quiet, tedious exercise of skill and patience. The solemn game of hide and seek, played out in the silence and the darkness of inner space. Mr. Thatcher, make preparations for diving.
Aye, sir. Prepare the bridge for diving.
Bridge control. Ship has been ready for dive. Compensate check fine officer.
Bridge aye.
Bridge, this is Captain. I have the con.
Bridge aye. Clear the bridge. Clear the bridge.
Mr. Krieger, sound the diving alarm.
Aye, sir. Control con. Dive. Dive. Dive.
I'll head 2/3.
2/3.
Bring out the bow plane.
Bring out the bow plane, Judge. 2/3.
Straight board, sir.
Straight forward aye. Con control. Straight board.
Very well. Make your depth 200 feet.
200 feet aye. Make a depth 200 feet.
200 feet, aye, sir.
5 degree down, bubble.
5 degrees down.
Open the vents.
All compartments report condition normal on the dive, sir.
Secure the phone.
Secure the phones, aye. Secure the phones.
All right, ease your bubble.
Keep my bubble, aye.
Steady on depth 200.
Stay on depth 200 feet, aye, sir. At 200 feet, sir.
Aye.
Mr. Krieger, take the con. The course is south, speed 3 knots, depth 200 feet.
Course south, speed 3 knots, depth 200 feet. I have the con, sir.
For all intents and purposes, we have disappeared. Once she descends below the surface, the submarine loses contact with the world above. She is cut off from the familiar means of surface communications by the opaque water around her. But that's the way the submarine wants it. For of all her weapons, the greatest is her stealth, her invisibility, her ability to move undetected wherever she wishes, extending naval power even into enemy-controlled waters, where air and surface forces cannot retain control.